What is going on, guys? This is your boy Astrum Sensei and welcome back to this hack and slash action role-playing game tutorial series. So this is part 30, yay, we're 30 videos in, and as you can see we already have a lot of good progress. But one thing that I'm not satisfied about is the enemy AI. So today we're gonna do a long video to try and rework the AI to make it work. It's going to be either one long video or maybe two parts, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to upload them very quickly next to each other so that you can follow them quickly. Because honestly, I just messed up a lot with it. I changed things and the enemy character, I changed it several times, like the character blueprint. And yeah, it's now just a hot mess. So in today's video, I'm gonna attempt to rework everything into a brand new, like not a completely brand new behavior tree, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make it much better. Now I haven't planned what I'm gonna do in this video, like step by step. It's definitely gonna take a lot of time and we're gonna go over everything that we've done for the AI, and I don't want it to be more than one video. Like I don't want to spend too much time on the AI for now, but yeah, it's very necessary for the battle system because I wanted to add enemy health and player health and dying, but I can't do it without the enemy attacking because the attacking that I added earlier stopped working when I changed the character to the child blueprint class. So yeah, let us get started. But before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new, because I'm trying to reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers and I really need your help. And like the video if you are already subscribed. And yeah, one more thing, special thanks to my patrons who are supporting this series and the creation of this game, because honestly this is gonna be a badass game. I'm gonna make it a full game. I've already planned what the story and setting and gameplay are gonna be, and yeah, I'm gonna do devlog videos for it soon, for the concept art and that stuff. So yeah, keep looking forward to it. So before we start working on the AI itself, we're gonna start by doing something different, and that is actually telling the game whether your enemy is on the same, like whether two enemies are on the same side, if you want them to attack each other or if they want them to only attack you. So yeah, it's gonna be, I don't know, I haven't explained it properly, but yeah, basically we're gonna set up a function in the character actions to tell whether you are in the same party as the enemy or whether you are an enemy. So yeah, I'm gonna create a new function. I'm gonna call it is an enemy, and we're gonna create an input. It's gonna be a value, so an integer. The name is gonna be party, and we also need an output. It's gonna be a boolean. The output is gonna be called true with a question mark. So if it's true, we check it. And of course, I'm gonna close everything I've opened because I was testing out some stuff. But yeah, we're gonna go to the BP base next and create a new variable. I'm gonna call it party number, and we're gonna change that to an integer. So next we have to determine a party number for each of your characters. For example, the BP base, I'm gonna keep it 0. Of course, make this instance editable so that you can edit it outside of the whatever it's called. Yeah, over here in the details panel. For the player, we're gonna change the number to, I don't know, 1 or something. Where is it? It should be over here. Yeah, over here. Party number. I'm gonna make it 1 and compile. And for the enemy, I'm gonna make it 2. So if they have the same number, they're gonna be allies. If it's a different number, they're gonna be enemies. Then we want to go back to our BP base, and over here in the interfaces, there will be a function called isAnEnemy. So over here, we tell it if it is an enemy or not. So we should get the party number, and if it is not equal to the party number, we're gonna set if it's true or false. We also need to create another function, and that is to get the party, because, hold on, I'll explain in a moment. Create a function called getParty, and we only need an output, which is gonna be an integer. So yeah, make it an integer. I'm gonna call it party no, which stands for number, but I think we already used that. Oh, we didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna call it party number. And basically what this is actually, let's just use it and I'll explain along the way. So over here in our AI controller, we are gonna disable everything and test out our party thing. So make sure that you have AI perception site with the AI site config enabled. And what else? Let me check. Yeah, also check these 3 because they don't work. And basically this is the enemy site, basically when the enemy sees you. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get party. The target will be the same one, I think. No, wait. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with myPawn2. So myPawn2 is the same myPawn variable, but the first one was made for the BP enemy, which wasn't a blueprint, child blueprint class. So yeah, make sure that you've created the child blueprint class, which in my case is called BP enemy C. And inside of it, I have this patrol path, which is the variable type patrol path. And I also have the AI perception, which I think, yeah, it's fine. And the AI perception stimuli source. And yeah, when you create your pawn variable, you want to change the variable type to whatever you called your new blueprint child actor enemy to. So yeah, that's what this myPawn thing is. Now, after we get the party of myPawn, which is the enemy, we want to get the isAnEnemy function. So the target will be the actor and the party number will be plugged in here. Now we want to add a branch, and the condition will be if it is true, we will print a string where we will say we're enemies, and we'll also print one for the false. So if the enemy isn't really our enemy, we're gonna say we're allies, and we're gonna test it with both the numbers. So I'm gonna go to this BP enemy C and test it out to see if it works. Okay, she sees us. Yeah, whenever she sees us, it comes up as we're enemies. But let's try it out while making the enemy and the character allies. So I forgot what I made the enemy variable. Yeah, party number is 2, but for the player I made it 1. So I'm gonna make it 2 just for testing, and we'll see if we are enemies or allies. Okay, definitely, as you can see, something is wrong. It still says we're enemies. So I'm not sure what the hell is wrong with it. So I'm gonna make a new variable. Yeah, it's gonna be another pawn, but this is gonna be the BP. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it player pawn. And I'm gonna try making it the player. I think I messed up at 1 bit. So I'm gonna type in player and make it the variable, which is BP player. And I'm gonna place it instead of this one. I think that's what I messed up. No, it still says we're enemies. So I'm gonna try something else, and that is I'm gonna try to make a new pawn variable. And don't worry, we can always clean them up. So yeah, we are. And the variable type is gonna be pawn this time. Now we're gonna go to the event begin play, and we're gonna get controlled pawn and set the pawn to be this one. And try placing it over here. And it still says we are enemies. Oh my god, this sucks. Okay, so I figured out why it wasn't working anymore. And that is because we need to make the party number equal for both of them. I don't know where I forgot to do this, but at 0 it says we're allies, and at other numbers it says we're enemies. So to make sure everyone is allies, you have to make them all at 0. So I'm gonna keep the BP enemy at 0 and the player at 1, and test it out one more time. Oh, I forgot to compile. Oh, I didn't? Okay. Yeah, it still says we're enemies. But if you make the enemy at 0 and the player at 0 and compile and play, it says we're allies. So now that we got that worked out, I'm gonna make the enemy value 1 for the party number and check again. Oh, it still says we're allies for some reason. Maybe if I make the player -1 and test it out. Yeah, now it works. Okay. So instead of the print string, what I want to do is I want to equip the sword for the enemy. So I'm gonna get the macro, which I've created in the BP base for putting on the enemy, like drawing the sword. It's over here. So to get it into the AI controller, we're gonna have to go to the combat graph and okay, we already have event weapon on, so I'm just gonna call it if we are enemies. So event weapon, or maybe without event, just weapon on message, and it's gonna be true. The target is gonna be the pawn, and let's try it out. Yeah. And when she stops seeing us, she puts back her sword. Or does she? I don't know, I feel like the perception is way too big or something. I changed the sight radius and the loose sight radius both to 500. So now the enemy doesn't see us very quickly unless we are pretty close. kind of like the guards in Assassin's Creed. We don't have to do the sheath sword thing. This part was just for testing. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna work on something else. So one more thing we can try doing is adding the lock-on to work with this. So what I'm gonna do is, after we get the party, we check if he is an enemy, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a brand new variable gonna be called enemy. The type is gonna be an actor, and we get it over here and add a not equal, and plug it in like this. Okay, it's gonna be the condition of the branch. Okay, I got interrupted again. So yeah, after we check if it's not equal, we want to type in and. So basically, if this is an enemy and not equal to enemy, if this is true and not equal, we're gonna set this based on it. So if it is true, we want to make a value for this, so we set the enemy to be this exact same one, and we're gonna lock on the target is gonna be the pawn, lockdown will be true, and the locked onto will be the enemy. And then we're gonna turn on the weapon. So let's try it out and see if it works. Yeah, it works. As you can see, she locks onto us, no longer lets us rotate. Like, she doesn't let us get behind her because she is very tight with her lock on, and she has her sword out. Okay, now one other thing I want to try doing, and that is adding the is an enemy function to everything. So for example, not the light attacks, for example the lock on. Basically we wanna lock onto, yeah, we wanna lock onto only the enemies. So I'm gonna try adding is an enemy over here. No, wait. Okay. The way to get it is like this. Yeah, like this. So you press the plus over here and you get the is an enemy. You copy it and delete this. We're not gonna use it. I just don't know why it's not easy to get it. And in the lock-on, where is the lock-on? Yeah, maybe like this. We get the nearest enemy, and the true is also like this. So let's try it out and see if it works. The enemy can lock onto us and we can lock onto the enemy, but I'm not sure if it works. So basically I want to try making the enemy have the party number of 0 and we are also 0. Where is it? Yeah, 0 for us. And if we try both to see if now it doesn't lock on or if it does, because I'm pretty sure, like I have suspicions that something is wrong. But yeah, there's nothing wrong. I think we cannot lock on anymore. So yeah, that's great. I'm just gonna revert it back to 1 for the enemy and -1 for the player. So this is it for this video. I wanted to do much more, but we are already 22 minutes in and I don't want it to be way too long so that it's easy to follow. But don't you worry, because I'm about to record the next video right now so that I can upload it as soon as possible. But yeah guys, thank you for watching. I really hope it was useful and I really hope that it works for you. If it doesn't, just keep experimenting and trying stuff until it does. I know you'll figure it out, hopefully, you can do it. So yeah, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And special thanks to my precious patrons for supporting me and getting the project files. Actually, I'm gonna update them right after the next video, so make sure that you check them out. And yeah guys, that's it. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.